You know that moment when a laptop doesn't really stand out on paper, but then you actually start using it and it quietly surprises you? That's exactly what's going on here. This is the Lenovo 14G4, powered by the Intel Core i7-13620H, paired with 16GB of RAM and a 256GB SSD. Nothing flashy at first glance. No dramatic branding. No aggressive marketing promises. Just a clean, simple machine built for work. But the real question is simple. Does it actually perform like it should? Let's talk about the design first. This is one of those laptops that doesn't try too hard. It's compact, lightweight, and built for portability. You can easily slide it into a backpack without feeling like you're carrying extra weight you didn't sign up for. The finish is minimal, almost business-like, which honestly fits the purpose of this device perfectly. Open it up, and you're greeted with a 14-inch FHD display. It's not trying to be a cinematic powerhouse, but for what it is, documents, browsing, online meetings, videos, it does the job comfortably. Colors are balanced, brightness is usable indoors and outdoors in moderate light, and text looks sharp enough for long reading sessions. Now the real interesting part, performance. Inside you've got the Intel Core i7-13620H. That's not an entry-level chip. This is a performance-oriented processor usually found in more demanding machines. And you feel that immediately. Boot times are quick. Applications open without hesitation. Multitasking between Chrome tabs, Office apps, video calls, and background tasks. It holds up without turning into a lag machine. With 16GB of RAM, you're not constantly fighting memory limits. You can actually work like a normal human being who forgets to close 27 browser tabs, and the system doesn't immediately punish you for it. The 256GB SSD is fast. Not massive in storage, but fast enough that file transfers, boot ups, and software launches feel snappy. Of course, if you're someone dealing with large media files or heavy storage needs, you'll probably want external or cloud storage, but for business and study workflows it's fine. Thermals are controlled. It does warm up under pressure, but nothing that feels alarming or uncomfortable during normal use. Fans kick in when needed, but they're not constantly screaming in the background. Now battery life. This is where things get practical. For typical office work, browsing, documents, and meetings, you can comfortably get through a decent chunk of the day. Not leave your charger at home forever levels, but enough to move around without being glued to a wall socket. Let's talk connectivity. You get Wi-Fi 6, which means faster and more stable wireless performance if your network supports it. There's also RJ45 Ethernet support, which is honestly underrated in modern laptops. For people working in offices or unstable Wi-Fi environments, that alone can be a game changer. Typing experience is solid. The keyboard feels responsive, with enough travel for long writing or work sessions. Trackpad is smooth and accurate, nothing frustrating or overly sensitive. Now the real question. Who is this laptop actually for? This is not a gaming laptop. This is not a heavy 4K video editing machine. This is a productivity-focused machine. Students who need something reliable for assignments, research, and online classes. Professionals who live inside spreadsheets, emails, presentations, and video calls. And users who just want a fast, clean, no-nonsense machine that gets out of the way and lets them work. And that's where it makes the most sense. Because sometimes the best laptop isn't the one with the loudest specs or the flashiest design. It's the one you stop noticing, because it just works. Now, is it perfect? No. Storage could be larger for modern standards. And if you push it into heavy creative workloads, you'll eventually hit its limits. It's not pretending to be a workstation. But within its category, it's surprisingly balanced. It's fast enough for serious productivity, portable enough for daily movement, and stable enough that you don't feel like you're gambling every time you open it. So if you've been looking for a straightforward business or study laptop that doesn't overcomplicate things, this one quietly makes a strong case for itself. And yeah, if you do want to check it out, the link is in the description. No hype needed. Just a solid machine doing its job.